Okay, time for our last match for today. After interesting losses, hopefully we get an interesting win this time. And also maybe play against a deck that is more widely played currently rather than Burn and Abzan, which might be good metagame calls at the moment, but according to Magic Online statistics, they are far from in the top 10 most played decks at the moment, I think. Although Burn might still be at the bottom end of the top 10 most played decks. Not entirely sure. But it used to be in like the top 4, and it has kind of deteriorated into some form of lower tier 1, good tier 2 deck. Not entirely sure why actually, but yeah, people play it a lot less again. Let's plan our next couple turns. Given that our opponent is some form of maybe Nahiri, like probably some deck where our life total doesn't matter as much, I think I can afford to just go with the Hellot Fountain and give us some more options. Okay, that resolves, that's good for us. And now endeavor to make it bigger. This might be his lightning bolt or something. Yep, there's his lightning bolt to kill our champion. So yeah, he's either some form of Jeskai Delver as well, or he's Nahiri. Although I'm not sure if Nahiri normally plays Zero Visions. As far as I remember, they don't, because they're more of like a 26 land mid-rangey control deck that usually doesn't play Zero Visions, but I might be wrong. I think I'll take Plains in case I draw something like a Champion of the Parish. We already have double blue, so having double white gives us some options. Now I'll bolt our Delver. But yeah, this seems like the kind of deck where Gather Townsfolk comes in handy against all his removal. Ooh, Together followed by a Lieutenant. That is very convenient. I like where this is going. Yeah, it seems like it's Nahiri and they play Zero Visions. I guess running Zero Visions makes more sense in that deck than it does in the normal Jeskai control decks, because they wanna hit their Nahiri on turn 4 as often as possible. So I guess it makes sense that they run it. I think I'll block here. Let's see what he's holding. Remand and Cryptic, that's fine. So we just let him remand this. And hit him for 1. Bolt his face. Okay, so I feel like since we know he has Cryptic, I'd rather just not play anything main phase and pass the turn. You might actually consider just like Cryptic bounce draw to kill the token. Helix. Do I care about Helix here? I think Helix is fine. I think I'd rather keep the mana leak for the Cryptic. Should be better. That's fine. Another remand. Interesting. Okay. And yeah, that's the kind of deck where remand makes more sense. It helps you get to Nahiri, buys you time, and you have enough answers in your deck that remand actually draws you to alternate answers, so that at the end of remanding things a couple times, you can actually still deal with them. But if you run very few counters, I prefer like final answers rather than temporary ones. That's fine. I'll just pass that. And then play a gather. And if we draw a land, that might be enough to kill him. Okay, no land. But a ninja. Okay. That is good. So I think I'll let him trade here. Do I want to bolt this guy now? I think I'll actually want to do that. Especially now that we can Snapcaster Mana Leak next turn. The alternative option would have been to let it resolve, bolt him, put him to 2. And then try to Snapcaster bolt him if he has the Cryptic. That works. and make him have some answer. Yay! Got him. So time for the counter magic. Not sure if he's actually in Nahiri Jeskai because I think they usually don't run Angel, but not sure. So yeah, pass is not so great, but I think we want some. Bolt I think is surprisingly bad. So yeah, I'll guess cut another pass. Having one for like Coordinator Angel is fine. Okay. Pawn is still sideboarding. But yeah, this is the kind of matchup that is definitely a lot better among fair decks for what we are playing than the last one. And yeah, while the hand has no threat, I think it's still pretty good because 3 lands and 2 Zero Visions guarantees us a very consistent outcome for our draws and will find us enough threats. So I think I'll actually keep both on top to see what's going on in his hand. Okay, so first of all, Detection Probe, so Dispel, pass, like Plains, Island, Helix, pass, Dispel. Then we got our other Zero Visions. I think we can fetch a Steam once with this. Leaving white up in case we hit a creature like a champion. And I think Snapcaster will probably come in handy here, so I'll leave it on top. So we can start to Snapcaster Zero Visions and just grind out the opponent. I think Ninja is fine with Dispel in hand and Snapcasters. But yeah, we can probably just outvalue him this game because he has like 3 spells and we have a million spells and 2 for 1s in Snapcaster, which makes the life even harder for him. Okay, so Plains. We can even go Gitaxian Probe if we would have to protect our Snapcaster from a counterspell here. But since we don't, we just Zero Visions and hope he didn't draw a remand, which he didn't. Okay, so this is all pretty good, so we just leave as is. This is gonna get helixed. Oh, that's fine. Helix my half a card. That's certainly good for us. And I think I want to play this because he might have drawn into a cryptic, although he has only 1 unknown card in hand. So maybe we just want to jam Geist anyway. Kind of close. guess we jam Delver because it's guaranteed to flip, and if he passes it, we get land to protect guys to dispel, which is nice. Or he drew a bolt. Do I even care? I think we can try to bait his dispel. Plus we have one on top. Yep, he used his dispel. He found his own Geist. Interesting. Okay, this time we get Texan Probe, so we have Dispel. So his last card is a pass. That is a nice draw. That protects us even more. That is not how this is gonna go. It's better to dispel than to deprive in case he draw another counter, so we can fight a remand or mana leak. Okay, so kind of running the risk of actually getting raised here. It's a bit unfortunate, have to be careful. I think I have to double block in case he drew a removal. Or do I? Yeah, I think I do. It's unfortunate, but oh well. Because I cannot protect myself against a 1 mana removal. But at least we can ninja next turn with protection. Let's hope he doesn't find a land for a while. Otherwise we're gonna die to the colonnade. Seems like we are lucky. Let's just use our mana somehow. That's fine. I just want to trade cards and mana. Try to find our singleton pass. Bottom and bottom, I think. And play this. But yeah, this game we might actually lose because of colonnade racing us. Interesting, I'll take it. I think since it doesn't make a difference, we might actually just do this. bunch of these guys and hope that we somehow can win this. We probably won't. But maybe like Delver can buy us some time together with ninjas and stuff. If our Delver flips next turn, we still have a shot. Delver flip or pass. That is not a flip and not a pass. It's not enough. Let's see if we manage to find the pass. One last draw. Nope. That is not enough. Yeah, we were too aggressive with our life total, definitely. I think having a second pass won't hurt. Maybe cut a Gitaxian Probe life total can matter, as we saw. Yeah, I feel like we should have probably approached this second game differently and should have been able to win it somehow. We somehow got aggroed out by him. It's a close call, but I think it's fine to keep because we have Ninja plus Protection on turn 3. Even double protection now. That's nice. Alright, so... Come on, Helix into my spell snare. Please not bolt this spell. Yay. That's great. Free cards. Yeah, Helix was basically perfect for us here. But he probably has like a follow-up removal now. There would have been could have been an argument made to wait one more turn and have Dispel and Spell Snare protection. But yeah. Then he has more mana and more ways to fight, so it's kind of a close call on how to do it. But if he rares now, the game might be over. Actually. Because we flooded out quite a bit. Let's see. Yeah, we want to draw this. Okay. Go ahead. Let's really hope he doesn't have a sweeper. I mean, it's questionable. We could let that trade slide. But I kind of feel like if he had a sweeper, he would have cast it, so he has none. And I think the best shot of winning this game is to like pressure him and make him draw the sweeper or lose otherwise. But I could be wrong. No Supreme Verdict, please. That is pretty good. But at least maybe we get to have a flip. I don't want to reveal this, and I don't want to draw this either. But this is really sweet. So we get to Ninja. I think we Ninja back this guy for some more protection. Ooh, nice. This is really nice. So sweeper or bust. And anger won't be enough. Elspeth. That's kinda good, I guess. Except if there are flips. Come on. Flip one time. Yes! There we go. Got him. Got him, boys. Yeah. That was a couple of really nice games. Let's go back to the deck for a moment. Okay, so all in all, I really liked how the deck felt and played out. I mean, the matchups were not that convenient, like the burn is kind of a close matchup and can easily go the way it went. Also, I think we could have played something differently at one point in the burn match than the Abzan matches. If you expect to play against a lot of these decks with lingering souls and stuff, I think Junt is probably like fine, because they have not that many removal for our big guys because they have bolt over pass, and they definitely don't have lingering souls to win in the air, which I think makes a lot of difference. The Junt matchup is probably better, still probably not great, but yeah, I think the deck is gonna be pretty good against all the should perform pretty well against all the like non-green X beefy guy mid-range decks. Like for example, I can see Absent Company being a very reasonable matchup, while Band Eldrazi, Absent, Junt, and Naya Company are probably like among the worst matchups. And I also think that decks like Affinity, Infect, and various combo and big mana decks will probably be really nice for this deck. Yeah, I like the concept and I like what it's capable of. It didn't perform that impressive, although I think that was a lot due to the matchups. And yeah, if you expect a lot of Lingering Souls type beefy creature decks, then this is probably not the deck to play. But at least according to statistics on the internet regarding the modern metagame online, there's not that many of those. There's like quite a lot of Junt, but I think this matchup could be very reasonable. I would have to test that. And the other decks are like Infect, Affinity, some Absent Company and Merfolk, Nahiri, Tron. Like in the order that I last saw was like Junt, Infect, Affinity, I think Nahiri, Nahiri, Red Green Tron, Absent Company, Merfolk, something like that. And most of those matchups seem quite reasonable. Like we have a bunch of removal and beefy guys against Merfolk. Lava Mancer should give them fits post sideboard and stuff. So yeah, I think the deck has the capabilities to keep up with these decks and beat them, and can do some really powerful things between the powerful white human synergy engine. It's definitely worth considering trying something more in the direction of where my friend was headed with the deck. He had full 4 disrupting shoals and had some cryptic commands to be more of a like ninja centric tempo deck. He had no Champion of the Power, he had Swift Spear and no Gather and no Pass. He basically was just like blue with 4 Lieutenant, 4 Bolt and 4 Swift Spear, which is another interesting direction to take. Maybe I'll try that next time. Maybe I'll keep working on this and bring you a more refined version of this or an article about it. Or maybe I'll bring you a new brew. Depends on how things go in the week and how I feel about it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this kind of video of me bringing you like some sweet, more refined version of a brew that I recently came up with, either by myself or through inspiration of some of my friends. I have a couple of friends that sometimes have really interesting like core ideas that I immediately have like a deck list for in my head and want to build and try, even though I'm not that great with coming up with ideas from scratch by myself. I usually need some kind of inspiration, like somebody talking to me about like, yeah, Delver deck with like Lieutenant and Ninja, and I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty cool and pretty amazing, and I immediately know roughly what direction I want to take it and what cards I want to put in and stuff. So yeah, I would do some more modern and maybe even standard brews videos like this if I come up with other interesting brews that I think would be interesting and fun to watch for you, and might also have potential to become real decks and keep up with the rest of the format. Okay, I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Leave me some more feedback. I would really love to get more feedback from my audience. There's so little commentary, like comments and discussion and feedback going on the website. I would really appreciate to hear more from you guys, good and bad. As long as it's constructive, I'm open to all forms of criticism, because I'm trying to do this as good as I can and be as entertaining and interesting and informative for you guys as possible. So help me to do that by giving me more feedback. Thanks for watching. See you next time.